one of the like positives of having nobody watch you is you can just take breaks whenever, and like you don't need to like remind yourself to tell people or anything. Like you can just do it, like spur of the moment. You're like, I'm not doing it today. You know, it's like that's a positive, but I think that's like one of the very few positives of actually having nobody watch you. You know, I do think there's definitely a lot more from doing it otherwise. You know, maybe that's just what I think, but yeah. And wait. Hang on, I'm just checking something because I did not check it before. That's nice. I'm gonna check something. They let it go through. Nice. I mean, I'm not surprised, but I just wanted to like get. You just make absolute sure. Yeah, okay, they did. Nice, dude. It's awesome, dude. Fantastic. I love it. That's so great. Yeah, part of like what I want to talk about, before I like thought of that, I think I just clicked on Twitter, so like that's my bad. And I saw on Twitter, it's like I saw it trending, so I was like, oh yeah, that was today, it passed, and yep, it did. Because you know they can't do anything good. Why would they? Why would they stop anything that would actually, you know, hurt us? Just let all of that through, you know? Be completely complicit. It's great. Yeah. I do want to talk about how, so apparently my school, I'm a senior. So like we never did superlatives or senior quotes, I guess. Like we never did them before. And then the person who's like a part of yearbook, like that was they suggested that. And so yeah, the main thing here is senior quote. Well, I will say actually one of the superlatives is most likely to be president. I will throw that in there. So there was that one. And then my friend did as their quote, Free Palestine. And now they didn't flat out say which one, but I know since they showed me like putting in Free Palestine, when the person running it said like, well, that's just political, or like too political, so that's not getting in there. I knew that was referring to that. And then there was one that was like, oh, it's kind of up in the air, and like I'm pretty sure that was mine. I might be able to get it back. Did they? I think they emailed me like my response. It was one of those because it was a Google form. I might be able to go back and grab it, but it's probably in my freaking like trash or whatever. Actually, I don't even need to be here. What am I doing? I was trying to sign into something I didn't need to sign to. Oh, Why me? Dang it, dude. Why did it not just keep me signed in? Yeah, let me see if I can find it. I'm gonna have to... I don't know how I'm gonna get rid of it. Or like... hide it, maybe. Where was it? Unless I passed it. I think it should be under like Google, right? Since it's a form. I think they email it to you. I think it is this week, so. It's not that one. Oh, it's this one, yeah. Yeah, because, like, they said school appropriate, but it's like, the whole point of a senior quote is showing off your personality. And, like, I feel like that when you just are like, no, you can't do that because it's too political. Like, that's stupid. You know? That's just dumb. And, like, I think the whole mindset in America of, like, just not caring about politics at all, or like being like, oh no, that's too political, and then say that, but also being like, and like, yeah, I think there's a way you can influence people without being annoying, but like people I feel like are way too much, and I think it's the individuality, I can't say the word, of like the culture of America, but just like people just flat out being like, no, you should not influence people at all, like hard stop, you shouldn't do that, that's bad. Right, like that, because it's also stupid because America's done that like for like a century with the whole Red Scare propaganda, and then I'm sure a bunch of other stuff they did during the Cold War era, right? Like they've already done it for over a century. So when you yourself are like, oh yeah, no, you can't influence or do anything like that, like that's stupid, because the government has done that for a while now, you know. Yeah, my quote I put in, the system stays the way it is as long as you let it. The only way to fix the world's inequalities is to fight for the people who can't speak for themselves until the system lets them speak for themselves and are on the same level as the majority. That was my quote. And the other thing, like, also I don't understand with like the whole too political thing is like, it's a quote. It's going to be put next to their name. That is their quote. Like, I don't really think there should be a restriction, especially when you're a senior. I guess since it's a school yearbook, they're thinking like, oh, what if a kid sees it? All right. Like, yeah, like don't say freaking like Nazi stuff, right? Like and all that, but like it's just stupid being like, oh yeah, like I'm against us like giving aid to a genocide, right? Like Free Palestine. You can't say that, which is stupid, because oh, it's inappropriate. It's too political. Like, dude. Oh yes, let me not talk about this freaking genocide that freaking, you know, most Americans, I think actually, or at least Democrats, like are against. And I think it is most Americans. At this point, I think it is a majority. I might be wrong, but at least the ones that are like polled. But yeah, like it's stupid. Like, and like, yeah, I'm pretty sure my quote was the one that was like up in the air and if they do it or not. And it's like, and like if mine is up in the air and not school appropriate, like what are you talking about? I'm literally being like, we gotta fix the world's inequalities, and no, I can't put that in because that's not school appropriate. What are we talking about, dude? Like, what are we on about? I literally am being like, hey, let's, you know, I'm giving a solution and like some ideas of like how to fix the world's inequalities, and like, you know, you may be poor, here's how you can fight it, you know, and like do it, take action. And then they're like, no, that's too political, you can't do that. It's like, what? Because like, yeah, it is your personality, like you're what you identify as. And like I feel like also saying like, oh, political polarization hasn't been around like in America, like sure, maybe like in your sphere, but I think it has been a thing. Like you still identify, right, by what party you're in, or independent at this point, especially for leftists, because oh boy, there's like nothing there. But yeah, like that is part of your identity, that's part of your personality, right, is what you identify with and your political views. So like that's the point of a quote, is to give off your personality. And like, yeah, this is like some of the strongest things. And also the thing is, why I did it is because it's in a book in forever, right? So I want to put something like good there. Like I'm not gonna put something like me talking about like anime girls, right? Because I'm a Hololive fan. Like I'm not gonna talk about that. Like cool, like that's a nice funny that like can be put on the subreddit. Sick. Like that's not gonna do much for society though, you know. I want to like give ideas, especially with like living in America, right? Give these people ideas and like wake up and like start thinking about this stuff, because also they're seniors, they're going out in the real world like at the end of this. Like it's stupid and they have no excuse. And also some of them even voted in this last election, right? It's stupid and like there's no excuse for like not paying attention to like what's going on. It's stupid. Like I don't get it. Like, and I think the most frustrating thing is, right, like these people spend more time like going through freaking like different grocery stores, get like the cheapest thing, right, like doing like unit costs or whatever, right? Where if you just did the same thing but with politicians, and not even on the general level, at the primary level, and you paid attention to these people, you would be able to get people empowered that like would make it so you wouldn't have to worry about that, right? You wouldn't have to spend as much time doing that. You could just live your life because you wouldn't have to worry about your money, right? You wouldn't be so stressed out and like stressed for money in general if you just paid attention to who you're voting for. And like, yeah, it blows my mind that like in America, people just don't do research for like people like they elect. And it's like, these people literally decide how our lives are like ran. How are you not like looking and be like, maybe I should really consider like these like candidates, right? Like, I don't get it. How like people can just be like, oh yeah, nope, I'm just not gonna care, you know, just like I'm gonna show up to the voting booth, not know what I'm voting for, and just, yep, that sounds good to me. Like that's ridiculous to me. Like, and then also for states to just flat out lie, like freaking issue 1 was, where it literally says like, oh yeah, we're gonna gerry, like the 7, I think it was 7 Republicans, 7 Democrats, 7 Independents on Ohio's issue 1. And then they just completely changed the wording and said that they were going to gerrymander it. Just flat out said it was going to be gerrymandered. And that was legal. You could do that because for some reason the people who write the freaking ballots are also along party lines. Like, how do you manage that? Like, how? I don't get it. That is the most like neutral thing. You just copy what the person says. That's it. Like, I get it could be misleading, right, from like the people who present it, but like that's when you get the independents to look at it, right, who will look at it impartially from both sides, right, and like, you know, assess it from there. Like, it's stupid. Like, yeah, it's ridiculous, like, the fact that we can't do a senior quote because it's too political. That exact mindset is the reason why this country is in where it is now. Or at least one of the many reasons. Is because of that. Because we can't say something like that, oh, because it's inappropriate. When we're talking about, like, how to fix inequality with the world, and, like, all these other issues that, like, we should be talking about that we just aren't. Because, oh, that's inappropriate.
Yeah, YouTube music.
It's stupid.
It has a toggle thingy.
It's freaking dumb. And again, like, You know what the school just has to do? All they have to do, right, to just clean themselves of it is just be like, oh, well, these students don't reflect our beliefs and values. That's all you have to do. And bam, you're clean of it. That's all you gotta do, right? That's it. If it was ever to gain any steam, right? That's all you would have to do. Is just say that. And boom, you're done. Your hands are clean of it. Like, it's stupid. It is beyond stupid. It's ridiculous. Like, I think that is why, like, also America's just seen as stupid, because yeah, when you bring up politics or stuff like that, or like they go like, oh, it's not that deep and stuff like that, it's like, dude, it's just ridiculous. Like, it's just so frustrating when you're like, hey, we should call attention to these real issues, and they're like, no. Like, oh, my sensitive ears can't handle. Like, you need to have these serious conversations. You need to. That's why I have these, right? Even though I'm doing content creation, I will play games sometimes. It's why I have these, because you need to have them. That is how the world will change for the better, is if you, because that's the thing, you just have a bunch of distractions around you, right? And that's it. Like, I think why there's more pushback is because people are paying more attention to politics. That is the thing. If like most people paid attention to politics, I think, yeah, they would have like no steam. But it's the fact that a majority of people don't pay attention to politics, or just like actively ignore it. Like, dude, even on Twitch, there's a freaking like warning for if I talk about this stuff. Like, and I even talk about when the freaking label's there. Like, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, because also, like, if you are someone who's like that anyway, you can just click off. So, like, I don't even know why you would need the warning. Because then also, like, if I'm just playing a game stream, then, like, yeah, it's just gonna... It's also there, right? Because I sometimes call back or make jokes and stuff like that. Because that's how I am. So, like, I feel like I also get screwed over in that regard as well. And yeah, it's just stupid. Like, the whole, like, oh, it's a sensitive topic. Yeah, because people are passionate about it and want it to change. And you're just uncomfortable. You're just taking the liberal point of view that has been used out through all of history of just being, oh, I'm uncomfortable. Oh, no. Like, dude. Actually listen to what they're saying. Like, learn the issue. Learn the backstory. Like... I don't get it. It's so stupid. It's just such a stupid mindset. Yeah, like it's just dumb. Yeah, and also just a callback, I already said it, but yeah, literally one of the superlatives was most likely to be president, and then as soon as you put something political, though, that's not allowed. Alright. Cool, dude. Also, I'm sure that's gonna be a popularity contest anyway, like, when we did the freaking project. We got like 4 votes, and I think 2 of them, or like 3 of them were us who worked on the project, because you could vote for yourself. We got like 1 vote, technically. It's like, all that stuff is just a popularity contest anyway. So I know, like, I'm not getting anything, because I'm the quiet person in the corner, dude. That's just who I have been in the grade. Like, in my grade, like, that's been my dynamic. Especially throughout middle school and, like, early high school, I'd say. Like, I mean, even, like, though, I think it's come back up to that as well. Like, that reputation, and just, like... It's just so frustrating. Because that's another thing too, like, and my mom brought it up, because I was actually surprised. My mom, like, was in total agreement of it, which I was kind of surprised about. I thought she was going to give me, like, pushback, because she's always talking about, like, how, like, well, these high school students, right, like, they're still in their own worlds once again, the real world, like, and all that stuff. Like, then they'll become more aware of it. So I thought I was gonna get that talk again, but she actually completely agreed with me on it. So I was surprised about that. But like she also brought up like, yeah, it's a choice if you want to buy the yearbook or not. Not everybody's gonna have it, right? So like if there's something you don't like, you could either just not buy it, or something I thought about, just rip the thing out what they said. You know, like just do that. You can put a hole in whatever they said, or like even like the person, right? If you don't agree with it, like it's dumb. Yeah, that just made me really annoyed. Because it's sentiments like that that's why we're where we are now. Just one of the many reasons. You know, just voting out like against their self-interest again and again and again, just screwing themselves over again and again and again. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, that's the thing also that just sucks with being like a leftist. It's just like, whenever I see people being like, because I saw like the Doggy Bear clip of her getting reached out to by like a Canadian political party, which is crazy. And I saw one person being like, oh, it'd be really cool if it was Pierre Poilievre, who's the conservative. And like, I just have to sit there as a leftist, and I'm like, no, it wouldn't. For your sake also, it really wouldn't. You know? And like, that's really all you can do. Just be like, I mean, no, it wouldn't. But also, yeah, I think the leftist party in Canada, like, it's a bit stronger than America's, but it's still very much smaller. So, yeah. And yeah, America's like, what left-wing party? The Democrats? Ah, boy. Yeah, most of those people are conservatives at this point, you know, like, that are Democrats. Like, it's so funny when they're like, oh, left-wing. Like, even in school settings, dude, like, we're learning that liberal is, like, the far of the left, right? It's the farthest end of the left is liberal, and then the furthest right is conservative. We don't learn the further extremes. It's just liberal and conservative. And it's like, yeah, you're not going to, like, even, like, socialism, right? Because, like, I think past liberalism is socialism. You know? But yeah, they don't do that because probably because of Red Scare propaganda is why. I'm sure that was like entirely intentional. Like, they didn't want to see like, oh, left wing is like socialism and communism, which is good, you know, or like actually hearing out what the policies are, even though we learn about the different government types. So like, I don't know, man. Yeah, I was thinking about it because it was remembering me back to I'm on like a socialism thing, but thinking back to when I was like, is there like a good argument against like keeping money as a standard, right? Because like I'm fairly in the camp of like money shouldn't exist, but there was one good argument I can see of like it can potentially like screw over work ethic. But I think even then though, I think like people still would do jobs. But like, yeah, I guess like the work ethic itself, you know, how it develops. I don't know how that would work, right? I think it would just be one of those things where like if you're already have a poor work ethic, like you're just not gonna ever have one. I think. So like, yeah, I think people who do have work ethic, like, yeah, they're still gonna keep it, right? And that would be great. But I think for the other people, it wouldn't. So yeah, maybe that's already been like thought about and exhausted. Yeah, maybe it is to go in with that, like, oh, people work for like free anyway, like even the sucky jobs like fast food or whatever, right? Quote unquote sucky jobs. Like, I really don't think anybody's above a job, you know, like a job's not beneath them. Like, that's such a stupid mindset. Like, yeah, just say you don't like it because you don't like the like environment, you know, like you just don't think it would be a great fit for you. Like, don't act to feel like, oh, I'm too good for it. Like, no, that's stupid. You're just a douche at that point. Yeah, it's just something that frustrated me so much. Just the idea of like, oh, it's too political is insane. Ugh. I haven't even watched all the clips. I'm watching the freaking Hoi 4 creator. Dude, I feel like even then, like, it's like the same feeling Hoi 4 gives me, man. At least, like, now at this point. God. Yeah, I think Hoi 4, I've said it multiple times, but I think I'm, like, the Paradox games, I'm just getting out of my... I'm probably gonna uninstall all of them as soon as I'm, like, done with school. The only reason I do is because, like, yeah, I have all this free time, but I think once I don't have it, right, like, I'm not gonna play these Paradox games. I mean, even like going into them, right? Like, and like, even like looking at what country you're playing Hoi 4, right? Like, and all these mods too, which like should spice it up. Like, I just can't, dude. I spent like 10 minutes in there and immediately I'm just like, well, I'm bored. It's, which I think is good because I think playing those games like an excessive amount is very bad. I mean, I think like any game, but I think especially those ones. Since they're so long and you're probably doing it all in like one huge long sitting. I'm gonna say like even like Call of Duty or like a fighting game, you can like, especially a fighting game, like they're short enough, you know, you can like honestly play for like a 30 minutes and it'd be fine, or like an hour. Shooters are like a little different, just because they're a little longer.
And $9.99 a month for a music app, and
well, I'm thinking like Siege too. Like Siege obviously is like longer. I think that one's an extreme of that. Also, they just added TF2 mode to Siege, I guess. Which I feel like is funny because it's 6v6, like, and like control points from like at least what I read, because I didn't see the video, but like from what I read, that's what it seemed like. So yeah, it's just TF2. I guess like without the classes, but like the general like base of it, you know, the structure of it is the same. I mean, I guess, yeah, no, they do have specialists, right? Because the operators are, I guess, in a way specialists, but the thing that's different in TO2 is like their whole loadout is different. I think except like, yeah, like 3 of them have like a shotgun. 4 of them actually. But I think that's the only shared weapon. I think. You know, like any of the classes. Well, I mean, cause yeah, all of them have like a primary, a secondary, and then a melee. Yeah, I think. Yeah, 4 of them have a shotgun, and I think that's the only overlap. Yeah. Like, I guess it is still different because of that, like if you're to use it in that regard. Well, I guess not actually, yeah, too, because there's only like 2 or 3 weapons they get, right? 2 or 3 primaries and then like 2 or 3 secondaries, and some even get just 1. Right, they can't change it. So yeah, I guess no, that still would track. They actually have like their more things, right? Because they also have like their primary like gadget or ability, you know? So it'd be even more like that. Yeah, I think another thing that also killed me with 44 is like I just like, because I saw the careers like, oh yeah, that doesn't look so hard, right? So like I wanted to go back and get achievements and stuff. Like the achievements are not fun. Like Hoi 4 is not fun to play like on its own, and maybe it's just because I've messed around with like the cheat system and just like, yeah, made myself broken, you know? So like maybe that's part of it, but just like It's just not fun to play the game like normally. I don't like it. Yeah, I think I'll definitely do like shorter games. Except maybe Holocure an exception, because yeah, those go for like 20 minutes. I do kind of hate that. I wish it could be like a little bit shorter. Maybe like 10 or 15, but... Because 20 is like quite of an investment. I think that's the main reason like I haven't played off stream, is because like 20 is such an investment. And like also for you to like keep your eyes on the screen the whole time, right? Because like I'd do it probably if I could play something in the background, which like, yeah, if it's like music, I probably could, right? I think it's like also the music in it's pretty great anyway. So like, yeah, if I wanted to watch like a video or something like that, right? Like it'd be really hard. I think, yeah, I would have to specifically watch like a stream or like a VOD, right? If I were to do that route. Because I think if I just did like normal videos and like, yeah, it wouldn't work. And I think that could start actually, like it could be a good start on me like multitasking of like listening to streams and like actually doing stuff. You know, that could be a good like gateway into that. He's playing like Holocure while doing that. Yeah. You know, I should have just played Awakening like twice now, because like I've had such a huge urge to play Awakening, I just never do it for some reason. Like I don't even know why I don't. That's the thing. Like, it's not even like I have a reason of like not doing it. I just don't. Because I feel like other times I usually like make up a reason and be like, oh yeah, no, that's why I'm like procrastinating it. Yeah, no, I just don't have a reason for it. I just don't do it. Like I don't know, man. It's so weird. I also hate that my two favorite ones are like the 3DS ones, right? So like I can't even really play them on stream. It sucks. It's so hard to do that. Yeah, I think I should find a bunch of like smaller creators to like watch, because I need to build like a connection circle. I really do. Just like all like for like growing and also just for myself, you know, because I don't have a social circle. I have like my one friend and that's it. Like maybe a few people I'm like acquaintances with because like I'm mutuals with. Like, or like they're friends with my other friend who has a lot bigger of a social circle, but yeah, it's real bad. I guess from like Quizbowl, I'm like acquaintances with those people and the people I had like that programming class with. Like I'd say we're like acquaintances, but yeah. That's about it. God, I wish I told them that I streamed like during that, because there was such a good segue in that too, and I just missed it. And I think I did that so often, right? Like, just looking about my childhood, I did that so often, dude, of just being like, oh, I missed that, because surely there's gonna be like another time when that happens, and then it doesn't happen, right? Because someone is like absent in like a study hall, and like there's like the one person I'm acquaintances with, and then like another one. I was like, oh, maybe I'll talk to him, because like the person left because they were sick, so I was like, oh, surely they won't be there the next day. Little did I know, they said like, oh, I literally like can't miss days, so it's like, well. And then that was the one I was like, god dang it, dude. So yeah, that sucked. And also like, yeah, just take your shots, you know, when it happens. I think though, and I think I said before, there was another one where I was like really close to doing it. Like I think I was about to do it. Yeah, I was, and then like the people left to go to a different group, and I was like, oh, I'll just wait. And then my friend showed up and I was like, well, god dang it, this is gonna be awkward now if I leave. So yeah, I didn't do it. But yeah, I was like right there from like having the urge to just stand up and like go over. I was like, it was literally like 99%. It was so unfortunate. God dang it. Yeah, because also the one person I told does not watch, as far as I know, has watched my stream at all. Unless they're just lurking. I guess it's possible, but I feel like since they actually know me, I feel like it'd be weird if they didn't, like, say anything. Yeah. Yeah. Again, like, I have an issue of just, like, not committing to playing a game on stream. Because the thing is, like, if I plan it ahead of time, yeah, I'll play the game, most likely. But, like, if I don't, if I go into stream not knowing what I'm going to do, I'm just going to be talking the whole time. That's something I've learned. I think the problem is, though, is, like, it's because of how short my streams were. If I had, like, the Sunday thing, right? Because, like, I think it did the on Sunday streams, where I would talk for, like, this long. Like, if I didn't have anything else to talk about, like, in this long, I would just actually start something. But like, I think in my head, like I had technically less than an hour, right? At 40 minutes. So I'm like, well, what am I gonna do in 40 minutes? I think that's part of the problem. Is I just don't stream long enough, but also like it's because I have school and all that. Which I don't know if I get a job, like I wouldn't have to worry about waking up so early. So maybe it wouldn't be as big of a problem. But yeah, I don't know. Cause like, yeah, there is also definitely that. Cause yeah, I think I did have like a Wednesday stream or something there. Right? Actually, yeah, that Civ 6 stream that went like 4 hours, I think, was a Wednesday. And then yeah, it canceled the next day, so like that one, although I think that was like it was a pretty high chance it was going to, so that's why like I committed a lot more. I think the other one, yeah, it's like a Friday stream, I think. But yeah, I guess I shouldn't like care with it when it's like Friday streams, because I don't have like it goes into the weekend. It's like I can sleep in if I need to. Yeah, that was the main problem though with like the Sunday streams, at least more recently, because like when I was doing playthroughs of games, or just like even like that be my one stream day, you know, the week, I feel like it was fine, you know, like I could do stuff, you know, and like not really like lose steam. But I think recently, I don't know if me streaming 4 times a week like was what really did it. I have noticed, like, yeah, there have been days where I've just missed ones because I'm like, I really don't want to stream. Like, I do think I do stream too often. I think that's why, like, I'll probably put in my schedules, like, I'll have the potential to stream, because I don't want to burn myself out doing it. And, like, yeah, I guess I could go back to, like, three times a week, maybe. Like, it's just hard, right? It's so hard to make a schedule like that. Because you never know when you're in the mood to stream, and you never know when like you're not in the mood, right? You have no idea when it's gonna happen, so it's really hard to like make a schedule around that. I think, yeah, if you plan stuff like that, right? Like I think if you plan out your streams, it's probably not as bad. But like as someone like me who like I used to, right? Like I used to know like pretty much every time, like, yep, this is what I'm gonna be doing. And again, like I stopped doing that. I think though, because the main thing was like I pretty much only because yeah, I did stream on Wednesdays kind of often, and like those days I would like not know what to do. But I think on Sundays, like those were playthroughs of games days, so like yeah, I just would basically have to think of a game to play through. That was it. So like yeah, it pretty much was planned out. But then once I I've started running out of games to like play through, or like that I want to play through, right? Like it gets real harsh. To be like, okay, so what am I gonna stream now, you know? And then also the stuff like making the Hololive quizzes, you know, like you have no idea when those are gonna, you know, no idea how long those are gonna take. You don't know where you're gonna run into, right? So it's really hard. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, I'm kind of glad I got like the Hololive niche before anybody else was doing it. I'm surprised though, because like, you know, Hololive's been around for a while, but yeah, I guess there's only like 2 quizzes on it before I started making them. So, yeah. I guess I got into that niche. How much do I have for the second? I think it was like 8. I don't think I'm close. I'm just gonna check real quick, but yeah, I don't think I'm that close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I have 10. I'm like halfway there. Yeah, I still gotta think of 10 more. That's the thing though, also that's kind of hard, is like it's so open-ended. Like, there's so many different routes you can go down for like a name a valid thing for Hololive. Like, it's so hard. And also to not make one that's like either like, oh, it fits a lot of people, it's like one person, or like, you know, you don't have to update it super often, or like, you know, be fairly obvious when you have to update it, right? Like, it's so hard to do that. Because, like, I try to do stuff that, like, could potentially be clippable, right? Like, clippers will go and be like, yep, this is a clip now. There are a few of them that, like, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah. That's where I'm at. Also, yeah, I don't know if I said it. I probably did, but I didn't realize that I freaking, like, on Had a Solo Live, I didn't realize that Fubuki didn't have hers yet when I added her on there. It's fine because I already put Shion now and like undergraduated. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna do it now. You know. Which, like, yeah, from what I've like learned from like Shion just talking about this stuff, she's not one to just do a prank like this. Like, she is one. She even said herself, like, it's all or nothing with her. So like, there's no way this would be like a prank or anything like that. Like, it's full on real. Like, so yeah. It's one of those things where, like, you know, I am a little glad because, like, in moments like this, you know, you can obviously, like, you're not affected as much as other people when, like, the person finally leaves, right? Because, yeah, it affected me for, like, probably that, like, school day, and then it kind of wore off. I mean, even, like, half day, and then, because even when I was saying the graduation, like, I could actually see positives out of this. I could see the positives. I wasn't just there looking at the negatives. And I definitely think part of that was not looking at like antis or like just looking at what like on Twitter just in general. That probably helped because it helped me process it specifically. And yeah. And someone also brought up a good point too, like the only reason like these matter so much is because, yeah, they're like more famous. Like, I wouldn't even say they're more famous. It's just like, you know, they interact, like, we see them as friends, which, like, I know people like, oh yeah, like, that's wrong, like, they aren't, right? Like, and like, yeah, it's true. You are just probably just text to them. But I feel like people also who say that don't understand parasocial relationships and how quickly I think they can develop. Like, I developed one with Ame and I didn't even realize that. Right? Like, I only saw like clips of Ame like I think a month before that or something like that, right? I have the numbers closer like around when the announcement actually happened, and I also had a stream of talking about that. So the stuff there is probably more accurate when I said it, but yeah, like I think I only saw like a few clips of her like a month before that, and I already had the parasocialness of it. Like, it is crazy how fast parasocial relationships develop. It is insane. I feel like some people underestimate that. Or at least for like some people, I guess. Cause yeah, it's definitely person by person. I'm chilling, guys. I think the thing also with me being like, oh, I'm gonna like, oh, I don't want these to like, you know, I have to keep updating these. I think I'm just gonna make it like a 2025 or earlier and then just leave it, because if I keep going, like the numbers are gonna be insane. Like, it's not even gonna be hard at that point. You know, like this at least will have some challenge. I mean, some of them won't. I'll show it. Oh, we're on this monitor. Oh god, that's why am I sorry. I guess it was on the other monitor. I think I had to throw it over. Whatever. But yeah, like these ones aren't hard, right? But like the ones that have like 10, like down here, you know, like I'd want to keep these like a small number. This one probably would. I would also maybe have to potentially change the wording of it. Or if they do another one and there's more ones where they blow up and it's really funny, might just combine them. But yeah. This one also I might have to change if the Dodgers bring Holloway back again. We'll see. It is crazy though, like to think that in 2022 the only people who debuted was ID Gen 3. It is crazy to think about. Turn this again. God dang it. Yeah. I probably should have added commonly, now I'm thinking about it with this one. Like commonly called something different. I don't think that would have changed it though. I don't know. I don't think that would have gotten the point across. I just don't know how to phrase this one, like, cause yeah, Hachima and Bieber are the only ones that apply for that, I think. But I just don't know how to apply that. Like how to word it in a way that like it would come across well. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to add Koyori to this as well, because Koyori is showing Idol Showdown. She's being added. What is that? I just have Idol Showdown just so I can see like the updates. Cause yeah, they're really consistently updates. January apparently had freaking 2 of them. Yeah, I know. Wait, my friend just played this? Wait, what? My friend's not even like Romelia Hololive fan, so that's surprising to me. When did they play this? Hang on. They're like, how many? 9 minutes, okay. Huh. Yeah, they must have just like opened the game. That's so weird. Huh. Alright. Not know that. Yeah. Just like looking at this, man, it just makes you sad. Yeah. 'Cause I don't know what else to like do for like quizzes. I could probably do another Hello JP to EN quote one, which yeah, apparently that one's been very difficult. I was not expecting that. Yeah, it's at 40%. The average score is 8 out of 20. And I think the 17% is me when I took it, because I took it, yeah. I got all of them. Someone did get the Subaru one though, which I'm very happy about. Yeah. I'm surprised someone got the Okayu one. This is so Okayu. Like, if you think a JP member, I feel like you're like, yes, this is Okayu. I guess maybe it's easier since I know it's Okayu, but like, same with this one too, because I feel like this one was like super popular. But I guess maybe it's like Fubuki, like talking about it. That might be what, like, people, like, it's what sticks out in people's minds more. Like, maybe they think it's Fubuki. Because, yeah, I think I did do the yellow box, so it's not even like they typed it and like got this one. This one also I feel like is so Luna as well. Like, that's just Luna. I guess because also I've seen the, like, Let It Go. Like her singing Let It Go, and she says it like exactly like this. Whenever Luna speaks in English, it's like always like that. Luna has like a unique lexicon, I feel like, when she speaks English. It's great. I also love that she called Iris's like young voice cringe. That was awesome. This one was from a Duolingo stream, right? Because I already forget the context for this one. I think it was Duolingo, right? Where I think she's supposed to translate whatever, and it was coffee, so she just put coffee and then just a bunch of E's. This one's also super recent. Like, I'm kind of surprised, like, no one picked up on that either, but... Or the Chloe one, because it's literally a thumbnail. Like, this one I thought would be super easy, no way I got it. It's like, I can't tell the people who've taken it if they're just a bunch of casuals or what, but... There are probably Hoi 4 quizzes on here. Actually, yeah, because I think there's one of, like, all the countries in Hoi 4, yeah. Yeah, they didn't do leaders at all. I don't know if I want to do that though. I just do specifically all the communist ones. I mean, yeah, someone didn't even get the pepperoni one. Like, that's the thing. How did you not get the pepperoni one? Come on, man. Like, I think they literally got those three, did they? Yeah, they got those first three, that was it. Because I was surprised at this one, like, all the rest of them got it. That was one I thought, like, would be, like, here in this region. And yeah, I thought, like, the Okayu one would be higher, and the Roboco one, and the Chloe one. I think I just expected this one to be not as hard. Because, like, yes, this one is, like, obscure. So, like, I get that one and this one. And probably this one. And the Aqua one. And the left. So, okay, a lot of them are, like, these five are, like, pretty obscure. I guess this one is too, but again, like, I just feel like this is so Okayu. Like, it just is. And this one's also obscure, I guess, also. I just want to throw in Koyori. Well, I think honestly it was just because like she had an English compilation, so I was like, I just want to get this over. So yeah, I just put that in there. Yeah, I didn't really know how else to phrase it. Like they got it anyway, but like I didn't really know how to phrase it other than just like putting Kiara's in quotes. Because also if I say it's Kiara, like it's just gonna give it away. I mean, I guess it would be as important of a detail because people would probably remember the question more than like the fact that it was Kiara. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like that one's really hard to freaking put in. Like I had to go in, right? Because it's great, but like it's just hard on like how do you write it out, you know? Also, like this one, it didn't need to be that long, but also someone just put the whole thing in, and it was too funny to not do it. So I put the whole thing in there. It is funny too because this one starts like my stream of making the quiz starts with this on, or the VOD, I guess I should say. The VOD starts with this one. Yeah, watch time really does help. It's crazy. Watching the whole stream. I just wish I had visuals, man. Am I just chatting thing? I should go back to like playing the cookie clicker stuff when I'm talking, because at least gives more of a visual. It's hard, like, I feel like for people to stay invested when they're just looking at a still image, you know? And, like, I think if I make a highlight of what I was talking about before, like, I'll put subtitles in it, but I think even then, it would be so hard. I might honestly ditch the purple and orange, because I think if it, like, is the same color as the background, it's going to be an issue. For, like, it being so samey, I think, like, I need to have the subtitles stand out more, so I'll probably change the color of it like entirely, but we'll see. I guess we'll see like editing it maybe. Because I think I'll just leave the whole thing unedited. Unless like I just repeat myself maybe. I do that a lot. Although, like, I think that's the thing, though, honestly. Like, I feel like it's better to have the unedited stuff because, like, yes, people aren't going to stick around. You know, like, a lot of people are going to be uninvested. But people who do stick around and, like what you're saying, right, they're going to stick around and probably, like, want to see you more, you know? At least that's my philosophy. Maybe that's not true. But I think, like, you basically are going in already knowing like what you're dealing with. I think it's also though like an excuse to not edit. It could also be that. I'm not saying for sure that it is because I'm not entirely sure if it is, but it could be part of it. I think this one did better than the freaking. I mean, yeah, because I guess it's like both Fire Emblem fans and Hololive fans. But yeah, I'm surprised no one got Lodestar. But yeah, I guess if you don't know Lodestar, like if you can't remember exactly what it is from like the start, then like yeah, it is a little hard. I mean, because yeah, like the people who got all of them is like literally what they are. Except for, how did you miss Iroha? How did you do that? You literally got Kyla as like a blacksmith. Like how did you mess that up? Really? I even didn't make it so she was a ninja. I actually made her a samurai. How did you do that? I didn't even notice that at first, dude. Also, again, you knew Kyla, but you didn't get Cecilia. What? Alright, someone got the Subaru one. I'm glad. Or did I take this twice? No, okay, I did it once. Because, yeah, I think the first time I looked at this, Subaru is also down here, but I guess like the person who took it recently got it. So, yay. I'm happy about that. Because, yeah, really when you think about it, it does make a lot of sense. Like, when I was making that quiz, I'm like, dude, it's such a good fit. Subaru being the villager. It was insane. because you can take like her whole like Hololive career, you can take her character, right? Like you can take so much about her Hololive, like just all of it, you know, and like it fits. It's crazy. Yeah, it also kind of sucks they made this quiz like literally the day before she made her announcement. Not even, it was like a few hours before technically, right? Because JP time, I would have gotten the announcement in the morning. But yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, she did the same thing too that Fauna did, where she started up a stream. I think she did like the same thing that Fauna did. Like it was even like the same like art style too, with like the image. For her reasons of leaving. Which I'm not sure if like Coco and like the other people left, like Sana, if they also did that before. So maybe Fauna's not the first one, but obviously as someone who's became a fan in June of last year, right? That was the first one I saw. So yeah. I swear I just got a notification I signed into my other email, like in my school email. Even though it said it was like an hour ago, but like it was like buzzing, so it had a notification. I don't know. Yeah, Fates really carries though with like a lot of these, because Blacksmith, Maid, Witch, Wolfskin, Tri-Maiden, Kitsune, Samurai. I mean, it is a Myrmidon, but Automaton. Okay, I think it's just those ones. But like, yeah, like all of these top ones, right? That just basically are like, that's what they are. They're all from Fates. I'm surprised no one got Trickster for Pecora. Because I feel like also just like, it makes sense. Like if she were to be one, it'd be like a rogue, right? Or like a thief. And then like, yeah, I feel like it just fits her personality. Although, yeah, I think maybe I set them up for failure because the rest of these are like, oh, this is what they are, right? So like, it's harder than to get in the mindset of being like, oh yeah, this makes sense, right? You know, like they had to change their mind, like mindset for like Villager, right? Or like Subaru. So yeah, like I can see it, and I think people just probably don't remember what Lodestar actually is, because I think Marth is also Lord in his game. Like Lodestar was something that added different, just to I guess make it Marth unique. I guess that's why they did it. But yeah, I have a feeling that's probably just people not knowing what Lodestar actually is. You know, yeah, I feel like Awakening and, well, Awakening Fates, I feel like they did decently well. But yeah, I guess a lot of people did. Like their first one was Three Houses, so it makes sense. And yeah, they might not have seen like the Noelle or the hero design in Awakening. That, yeah, that's the one I use when I'm referring to Noelle. I don't even know if they have a mace in there. Like it would fit, right? Like you could just say it's an axe. They have clubs and fates, which like they're kind of similar. Not really, but they're kind of similar. I feel like there has to have been a mace though in Fire Emblem, right? Like it had to have been. Yeah, there was. Oh, is it in 3? Oh, it was in 3 houses. Where was this? Where was this in 3 houses? Oh, it's the weaker hammer. Oh, I might have used this actually then. Or like I've seen it. Because yeah, I do think I vaguely remember that. There being a weaker version of the hammer. Yeah. Yeah, I think I do kind of... Yeah, I think I do remember seeing it just scrolling through. Yeah, okay. I forgot it was in 3 houses. So yeah, they probably would say like a three houses class then, because I didn't even realize the mace was in. Well, actually, it shows you here. It doesn't like I didn't give you the member. I gave you the class. But I think like yeah, if I were to give Noel, they'd probably say someone in three houses because the mace is in three houses. Did not know that, or at least forgot. forgot about that. My bad. The 0th percentile, dude. Yeah, I feel like also like on social media it's so exhausting to like constantly have to like post stuff. Cause like that's just not who I am. I'm not the type of person to just be constantly posting stuff. Like if I want to post stuff, like I want it to be like good quality, right? Like I want it to be stuff I'm happy about, like posting. I don't want it just to be a bunch of slop, you know, like constantly. So yeah, like it sucks because that's not how you grow on those platforms. You grow on those platforms by just putting a bunch of slop in. That's how you grow. And just like being like terminally online it and just like or terminally on it and it's just like or chronically on it. I might have used the wrong thing, whoops. Like you just have to be on it like constantly. And it sucks. Because like that's like my best way to promote these, right? Is that well, and the stream itself, but again, nobody watches me. So. That's just another thing too. Like I need to, like that was part of the thing of why I did Cookie Clicker 2 is because it was a much smaller category. So like, if people just want to hang out, right, and like talk, they could find me there. But apparently, the people I was like getting was like people who were actually watching. Like who watched the stream because they wanted to watch Cookie Clicker, which is still really weird to me. Like it's literally an idle game, but all right, sure. Like for me personally, it'd be one of those games like I'd be watching for the streamer more than the game, but I guess whatever floats your boat, you know. Cause yeah, literally like the one person was like, "Oh yeah, you should try to do this." It was like to access the console. I think it was this says Open Sesame. I think that's the code. Put in your bakery name. I was like, "Oh, I don't think that's here because I'm using the Steam version." They're like, "Oh," and then they left. That is something that's really frustrating with friggin'. It's really frustrating. With having nobody watching you is like, yeah, a lot of times that's just what the people who come in are like, or just like, hey, you want to play with me or something like that. I'm like, nah, I'd rather not. And I'm like, okay, and then they leave. It's like, all right, what the frick, man? I hate it. Yeah. I didn't even realize LeBron was on an episode of Raw. That's crazy. I'm doing the thing where I'm going on Twitter and saying absolutely nothing. Oh, I thought that one had no crowd for a second. I was like, wait, why was it like an empty crowd match or whatever? Man, there was a lot of promo botches, it seemed like. Solo almost said the F word. Jimmy screwed up and said US tag title. It's great. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. I have like 6 minutes left before I like end stream, so I think I'm just gonna end it here. Hopefully Sunday I do stuff. I mean, I don't think anything should come up. I don't think. So yeah, I'll just do the thing. Yeah, I think last stream I actually didn't, because I did the thing right where I was trying to like sign in and all that, because for some reason it's the freaking cloud bot not working. God, hang on, I gotta sign this. I gotta turn that back on, I guess. God dang, I'm in the wrong thing. But why is it saying welcome? Am I on the wrong account? What? Yeah, this is my Twitch one. Okay, it just removed everything then. That's great. So my commands don't work now. Oh, goody. And I didn't copy and paste those, so I gotta type them out again. Why were those deleted? Because I think it should be modded anyway. Streamlabs should be a mod. It says no moderators are here. But like, I mean, I didn't unmod them, so I don't think like they should be unmodded. I think they should be there. Awesome, dude. I mean, like, to be fair, the quotes didn't do anything to begin with. Okay, well now I'm hitting turn on and it's not working. Oh, there it goes. Oh, but then I go to commands and then it doesn't work. When I go to mod tools, it works when I hit the on button, but I go to commands and then it turns back on. Or no, I think it's just taking 5 years to freaking like switch over. That's what it is. Yeah, never mind. It's like so slow. It's like taking forever. I don't know why, but yeah. You can just completely change the date format just entirely on the quote stuff. That's great. Yeah, I guess that stuff's just chalked then. It's gone. And yeah, I don't think I care enough to add it back. I might do it for like in the chat, but I think like as far as like the VOD one, I probably will for like if people watch me in the chat or something like that, and just quick link over. Even though I think it is on my Twitch, same with the schedule, right? So technically I wouldn't have to do it, but why is that a lot? Like I think it is on my thing though. I'm gonna go to about. Yeah, past stream. I should probably just change it to like VOD channel. So that is what it is. I should probably change that. Yeah. God damn. Yeah, I guess or yeah, I guess I can just start saying my outro now. Like I did before. Instead of just typing it out. But yeah, I stream every Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday at 7:30 p.m. EST. Sundays might be 1:30. I think that's if I have like a longer thing planned. Then I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna stream them. Or it'd probably be 2, because like 1:30 is really hard to hit. Especially like you wake up at like 11 or something like that. It's really hard to like have the desire to stream that early, but and so it probably would more like be 2. But anyway, That's a possibility, but it will most likely be 7:30. And see all my past streams at youtube.com/ironcoldvods, Iron Will Vods. Wow, it's been so long. I'm used to saying the old thing. That's crazy. You know, I just had to follow up with what Jamie and Solo did. Just screw up the freaking the promo, yeah. Yeah. That's it, right? Oh yeah, I might the beginning thing make it a highlight or something. Like, I think the only editing I'll do honestly is give it subtitles, just so it has like some visual. They're not just staring at the freaking like nothingness the whole time, you know. There's at least a visual. Yeah. And also, I think sometimes it's really hard to actually know what I'm saying, so I think that would also probably help. Yeah, so people can know for sure what I'm saying. Yeah. I think I'm gonna get out of here, so I'll see you Sunday then. Again, hopefully for a game. I think I played Fortune Street last Sunday, didn't I? Oh, maybe I didn't. Oh, was she on this thing? Oh, it was she on this thing. Okay. Yeah, that would do it. So, yeah, I think oh no, this was like 3 weeks ago. Jeez. The Fortune Street one. I guess I just was on a streak of like not streaming a lot there. Yeah, I'll see you Sunday. Goodbye.